right. Tobias McLeod with Intero Real Estate. I'm here with Trevor Brulette. He's a drone pilot, and we're just going to have a little conversation about how he got into becoming a drone pilot and his journey to get there. So, Trevor, I know both of us went to the University of Redlands at different times, but just tell me a little bit about your experience from Redlands into your journey as a drone pilot.
Yeah, thanks, Tobias. So at the University of Redlands, I graduated a little after Tobias in 2021. Minored in GIS, which is a mapping application to, visualize data geographically. Started working at Esri. I was selling to drone pilots on a day-to-day
Okay.
basis because I was in a
Right.
sales role. So a lot of these people were working to take weekly drone footage of their construction site to see progress over time, or using special cameras to measure the health of their crops when they're doing agriculture. And
Okay.
there's other use cases too, and it was really interesting to me. So wanted to get into the remote sensing space. I did a little bit of research on what it would take to get my certification to become a drone pilot. Is you have to pass an exam that you go to an airport actually to take the
Okay.
exam. Some of the topics on the test included weather, the rules and regulations of like where you can fly and where you can't.
So what are
Yeah.
some examples of, like, let's say, I'm a realtor and I'd like you to do a flyover at a property for a client. What kind of things would you have to consider before even putting the drone in there?
So I would look at the aeronautical charts and see if there's any restrictions on the airspace there, like class B through D airports. So and all of them have different rules on how high you can fly and within what radius of that airport. So
Okay.
these charts tell you all of that information. So really, before I
Nice.
fly, I need to look at the chart, and then there's also restrictions with like if there's a lot of people, you can't fly over them and things like that.
Nice. And what have you enjoyed so far? I know you're newly licensed, but what kind of things have you added to your portfolio so far?
Sure. So I'm living in Encinitas and I've been shooting video a lot of surfers lately.
Okay.
So that's been cool. I've also done like mapping projects where I was actually in Panama flying over the rainforest.
Okay.
We were basically doing a conservation project where we were classifying different types of forest, whether it's like new growth or like old growth forest, and
Okay.
plugging it into a model to see
Oh,
like
wow.
if the rainforest were to be deforested in this location, how much carbon would be released.
Oh,
So that was
wow.
probably the coolest project I worked on. We took drone footage of the whole watershed and like made
Okay.
a land cover model from it.
Whoa, that sounds amazing, man. No, I think that's the work you've done sounds great. What's next for you?
Yeah, just taking on more projects. I feel pretty comfortable doing like real estate photos, taking images and video of a property to use for marketing purposes on listings, inspections too. So you can fly over a roof to see the health of it, or like solar panels.
Yeah. So how do people get a hold of you?
Follow me on LinkedIn, or I can send out my email to you guys and you can email me.
All
Yeah, I'm
right.
happy to talk to any of you.
Great. I'll go ahead. I'll put in the description there for the video.